Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me again today. We are going to talk about the drip ecosystem and is it burning down? We're going to answer all those questions from the drip token price to the animal farm fiasco and maybe a little bit on the garden. But we're going to hit all that up and I'm going to give you my thoughts in just a second. Before we get started, I wanted to go ahead and say that this video is sponsored by nobody. That's right. I am a little YouTuber. Of course it is sponsored by no one. But you guys could help me out by helping me indirectly get sponsored by smashing the like button, and that will greatly help me out. I'd love it. YouTube hopefully will get that algorithm kicking, and that would help some other people view the video because I do think this is a helpful video. But it would greatly help me out, of course. So also, hit that subscribe button so that you're ready for the next content that's coming out and hit the notification bell so you know exactly when it does hit in case there's a new node project that I have a video on so you don't miss it and get a chance to get in early. Okay, let's hop on back to the original content. So let's start with the drip token first. It has dropped over the past month from, depending on where you're looking at, whether it's the DEX or, DEX screener. Anyways, wherever you look at it's different, but about 175, 180-ish, all the way down to we're at 59 today. So ridiculous drop, right? People out there are not feeling good about this already. And then the rest of the stuff we're going to talk about is adding on to this. Uh, I guess let's start with this. This is not financial advice. This is all opinion based. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing and what my focus is, but that doesn't have anything to do with you guys. So I'm just providing information for you to let you know what I think. Okay, let's go ahead and hop over to the chart. I think that's going to be the fastest thing we can do to get the picture. So most of you watching this have already seen this. So really, we're going to talk to this and I'm going to give you my thoughts on this, which take it for what it's worth. I'm just another guy on this side of the screen, but yeah, let's get to it. So you can see the trajectory that drip went over the past year and started all the way down here, slowly went up, and I don't have all the way back to April when it launched, but anyways, there's some humps back there. Nothing like this. We hit that point in January where everyone's jumping for joy, everybody's ecstatic. It's that euphoria point with anyone in any investment that you really don't want to be in because that's a massive jump up. Do you see this? So that's accounted for specifically by the account growth that Drip had in January, and all this really revolves around the animal farm. I mean, I'm sure other people brought friends in and there were wallets added, whether those are new people or people that already are in the ecosystem creating additional wallets for themselves. Like you can't say that. Well, I can't say that. I know that people have multiple wallets, but we don't know the entire count there, right? As far as I know. If someone has that, throw a comment down if you have a link to something that associates real people invested versus wallets. Uh, okay, so let's get back to this. You see that massive rise up. We know that was caused specifically by animal farm and people coming in. Tons of money coming in. You see the green. You see all that beautiful color that we like to see on anything as an investment for volume. So we had the drop. We've got the opposite of that. We don't have as many coming in, but we have a lot of sales going on of the token, and it has just continued and continued and continued. So we don't like the move out because that hurts us. That hurts everybody. It hurts the token price. Now, is that the most important thing here? Maybe not. Drip is already in a different league versus just looking at the price only. We all want the price to go up, but the compounding is what gets you the value in this platform. It's not just the price. Now, I'm not going to focus specifically on that, but I'm just throwing it out there. Okay, why did it drop? Various reasons. You have a whale that already got out. Stunner Breezy is already out. That was what week are we on? That was last week, I believe. So he has an impact on this like everyone else. There are other people that are near the point of maxing their wallets out. So people are selling. Of course, they're going to take bites into the token. Is it all him? No, probably not. there's a lot of factors going on, but that plays in. Is there more? Of course. None of this is completely known as to every little bit of what's going on. Reduction in people coming in is going to have an effect on this. So there's less people joining. It's not bad. There are still a good bit of people joining in February and even in March from what I've seen so far with the numbers. Yes, there are people joining, but is it enough to offset? It would appear not because again, you see all the red. Okay, what else is there? So I'd say this last week with Animal Farm and all the problems that have occurred there. We'll discuss that in a second. I don't want to jump into that, but I think that's had an effect. So you can see, I'll say the slope is a little worse right here. Maybe it's not, maybe it is. I really think it is. And I think that's directly due to people having a moment of, oh crap. And it just snowballs, right? So Animal Farm added more, but from here up, once that gets started, you have people immediately in fear mode. Uh, let me lead with this. If you are doing any of this, and by any of this, I mean DeFi, investments, stocks, anything that's an investment, and your emotions are involved, you're doing it wrong. You're going to hurt yourself in the end. That doesn't mean you don't luck out and do the right thing. But generally speaking, if your emotions are tied into your investments, you're going to see it, and you're going to see it by having negative action on whatever you've invested. You're going to lose money. You're going to make the wrong decisions because stocks don't care about your emotions. So, word of advice, I'm sure a lot of you guys watching already know this, but for those of you that don't, try to remove your emotions and don't just focus on these charts. Because right now, I can tell you if you're selling on the way down, and the majority of people in this world in stocks do this 100%. This is one thing that I've been doing way longer than DeFi. People are not very good at this. They just freak out and say, "Oh, I got to pull my money because it's money," and you're worried about it. You don't want to be broke. So if this is a lot of your money, you don't want it to go down. So your immediate action is it goes down, and you go, "Well, I got to get it out so I can save some of it." So sorry, that's stupid. You haven't lost your money yet. Okay, it's invested. It's the same idea here. Don't sell on the way down, for goodness sake, and you don't know where the bottom is either. So dollar cost average in if you can. If you don't want to do that here, don't do it. But my point is that's the best option with any investment. If you believe in it, you dollar cost average in on the way down. There are plenty of other methods, but that's what I'm going to do if I can get some capital because I'm a little guy and I don't have enough to invest more right now. But that's the name of the game in my mind. So I'm compounding just for information. I was already going to be compounding because I'm not where I want to be with my drip deposit balance to start withdrawing. But if I were, I would for sure be compounding more than selling at these prices because why would I want to sell lower? That doesn't mean I'm not going to take some profits, but food for thought, guys. Okay, off my soapbox, I guess is what that was on. So I hope some of this does help. I'm not just throwing stuff at you trying to get on to people and assume that everybody watching doesn't know better than this. But if I can help one person invest better and take emotions out, I feel like that's really good. So, and this is not just for drip again, as I mentioned, it's any investment. So, okay, let's jump over to the animal farm. We're going to look at this real quick. So you can see the site and the farms. So these are my current pools that I'm invested in, or farms in this case. You can see that right there. All of these say paused. So what happened? Brief. I would like to make this brief. It's hard to make anything in this ecosystem brief. Okay, so last week, Piggy Bank, did it launch last week? Doesn't matter. Piggy Bank launched, and I believe last week, after it had been launched for about a week, maybe a little less, it was found out that someone got into Piggy Bank when it launched before they were supposed to, and they got piglets at a much, 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 much better price than everyone else that followed. So they bought it, is what I've read now. This took days and days of confusion and stuff, trying to find out what happened because pig prices started dropping because this person was pulling so much out of the piggy bank that they were splitting the LP pair, selling pigs, and destroying the pig's price. And by destroying, I mean I think it got down to $125, and it was sitting way, way higher. So in the neighborhood of 250, 275, 300, I don't know. I don't have the chart, but massive drop. It went back to 175. It is back to, you can see 148 down there. I don't know about now. To be honest with you, it doesn't matter about the price action now because the farm is paused. So zoom forward. The plan to fix this now is going to take time, but there is a new version of Pigs V2 launching to correct this, as well as a new version of the piggy bank because the person couldn't be blacklisted on piggy bank. That was not possible, is what Forex has mentioned. They were blacklisted on the pigs token. So this is the method to solve this. That's the point. So all this bad stuff happened, bad sentiment, and this ties back to drip, and this probably caused sales. And this probably is going to have some people leaving the platform because it is what it is, right? I think that this is very good for him. I think Forex is doing a really good thing by going, this is a problem. I'm going to fix it instead of sitting on it because he could have let this die. I've read several of his Telegram posts, announcements, whatever you want to call them, and they are very good. So he's given a lot more information than I expected, and the information is positive. So that's my perspective. I'm sticking to this. I'm not getting out of this. You guys do what you feel is best for you. That's the way all these investments work. I'm just giving you my perspective. So we're waiting on this 10 days from now, or maybe from yesterday, but about 10 days is the estimate that was given for Pigs V2 to launch because the liquidity's got to be moved over. I don't know that process. I just know that's what was given as the amount of time it was going to take. Okay, so 10 days. Now, Piggy Bank is not going to be launched that fast, the new version. And Piggy Bank, as I understand it's going to be transferred. You guys don't have to do anything. And I think it's the same situation with all our farms and everything else. But Piggy Bank is a month and a half. And I was floored when I heard that. I don't know the dev side of this. I'm an engineer, but I don't know this stuff at all. So, no knowledge, but that's a long time. Sucks, but he's doing the right thing, and I think people are gonna benefit more for him doing the right thing than if you had been screwed the other side out. So, hands down, you don't wanna pick being screwed on your money. It sucks waiting, but you're gonna benefit more from it by him fixing things and making sure people don't end up more screwed by losing their money. So, kinda repeated myself there, sorry. Okay. So with that being said, I guess my end result is, this has been bad sentiment for the drip ecosystem, I think. There's a lot of positive people that still look at all this and all the further communication that Forex has given. And I mean, I could say it's swung back up. A lot of people that, and I'm just saying, like reading Telegram groups. I'm in various groups. I listen to things, I read things, and catch people's perspective and what they say. And there was a lot of negativity. There's a lot more positivity than there was. How good is it? I don't know. Is not your question maybe would be, what is your thoughts on all this? I kind of already said it. I'm staying invested in drip. I still believe in it. I am not a fanboy. I'm an investor. I do really appreciate and think Forex does a very good job for most of this stuff. I do believe in him as a developer. So maybe there's some gray area there. I don't know if I'd say a fanboy. The guy does impress me in many aspects. There's plenty of YouTubers out there that you can watch that also talk the other side of that. I'm not here to bash. The truth is, this is an investment for me. I want to help other people in this as well. So I have a drip video that talks about that. You guys can go watch that drip video. It's not gonna make you the 10,000 right now, probably in a certain time frame, but at some point it will. Um, but that video will give you my perspectives on that, and if you're interested in learning more about drip, since I'm not really focused on showing you the website, but I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to Animal Farm. I'm not in piggy bank, by the way. I don't have the capital to put in piggy bank, but I invested in the farms, the pools, the pig pen. Totally believe in the pig pen. So, with that said, join in if you're not in. If you feel comfortable, if you don't feel comfortable, don't get in. You should never get into something you're not comfortable with. But I've hopefully given you some perspective. And with that being said, I'll have links to this if you've never seen this in the bottom. I will put my referral in there if you guys are interested. If you don't want to use it, don't use it if you've already got somebody else. But This is more for you guys to go visit the site than anything else. I totally appreciate support on these things and want to grow both my drip team and, of course, animal farms. Any referrals there would be greatly appreciated, but are completely unnecessary. So, the drip side, I hope to get back. So that video will tell you more about that I had a minute ago up top. So, anyways, I think that's going to be it. I'm going to do a drip garden video specifically later on. It might be today as well, because I want to talk drip garden and are you guys in trouble in drip garden just like me? So I want to talk about that and maybe give some more details and focus on a little bit of that. So, yep. With that, we're done for this video, and I appreciate you guys watching and bearing with me. It's a little longer, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got something out of it. Leave some feedback in the comments below if you did or didn't like it. If you have questions, of course, always I answer those as quickly as I can. And with that, appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next time.